I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My family's on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the result. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Good morning. Good morning, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your number one chief rockin' Knicks Universe, your main man, Uncle Freezy. Uncle Freezy in the spot. Good mornings, good mornings, good mornings. Man, I see you. Andios is in the building. Salute. Travel Vibes is in the building. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Torres in the building. The original DSJ is in the building. Salute, salute. Wise is in the building. Salute. Salute to my guy Wise is in the building. Salute, man. In about 3 minutes, I'm gonna debut the Knicks Morning Drive wake up song. I think y'all are gonna be surprised. It's a nice little ditty. It seems as if I always come on. Let me get in the center. I'm trying to figure out. Okay. I'm trying to get in the center of the camera, man, trying to figure out all this stuff. Man, my setup here is terrible, but I'll have it fixed. This time next year, I promise. Come January, everything will be set, man. I want to do a full body shot. I don't like this headshot thing. All y'all see is my head. Y'all might think I'm DSJ. People might think I'm the head detective. Anybody remember the head detective? People might think I'm the head detective. Like, yo, he ain't got no body. Yeah, I got a body. Mr. Vince is in the building. My brother, Mr. Vince, is in the building. Salute. Salute, salute. Man, good mornings. And what I was going to say is, it seems like I always come in like right after a loss. And it had nothing to do with the Knicks winning or losing. It's just been, the schedule, end of year schedule is always crazy. Y'all know that. Anybody that has been around me, y'all know my end of year schedule is always crazy. And so it's one of them things where your man's be so tired and wiped out, man. It's like, you got to make some life decisions. Got to make some life decisions, man. We watched the game with Coach and Dre last night and some others. Yo, my guy Jay Boogie is in the building. Salute Jay Boogie. Jay Boogie in the building. Jay Boogie says, good morning, good morning, good morning. 3 capital G's. First thing, you haven't voted. Nobody wants to hear your take. How we gonna change if we can't help to change them? Get out and vote if you can. If you're registered, you should be doing it. And if you're not registered, register. And if you can't vote for one reason or another, support those that vote. Don't be a hater. Right? If you can't vote, right, for one reason or another, support others that can. LI1 is in the building. Yeah, man. Kerry Cox, the son of the legend, is in the building. It's 8 o'clock. I got a new joint to share with y'all. Just real quick, something that has been in the works for a long time. The Lawrence Tears 8 o'clock ditty for the Knicks morning drive. Just a little something to get that energy up. So we got the little the Lawrence Tears ditty just for y'all. Check this out.
We're breaking down the trades, analyzing.
Yeah, wait a minute. Why is it not starting from the beginning? Why is this not starting from the beginning? Let's go. Let's start from the beginning.
Haters, bring on the Knicks back.
Can y'all hear that?
He's keeping it slick. Lawrence Tears every morning, get your Knicks fix. We go hard every day, another one in the books. Getting excited about our 3 new rules. From the draft to the playoffs in some time.
Let me stop. I'm trying to start
with
from
Cola,
the beginning.
Capardi, and Dottie, the future's divine. Freezy and the family.
Let me stop it. There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Good morning, Knicks fans. Check it out. Yo, wake up, Knicks fans. It's time to rise. Lawrence and Tears, yes, the morning drive. Welcome to the show, always honest and true. Talking about the team, yeah, you know how we do. It's a new day, grab your coffee, let's flow. Cat in the building, bros are ready to go. OG and McHale, this wing stop us for real. Lawrence Tears got the passion, gonna feel. Freezy and the crew, we keeping it fresh. Breaking down the team, yeah, we know who's next. Do some Preston Rising, Josh hard as the glue. Got the fire every morning, bleeding orange and blue. Lawrence Tears, it's a brand new year. Repping for the Knicks, no doubt, no fear. We got the squad, we making moves. Tuning every morning, yeah, we setting the groove. Lawrence Tears, it's the Knicks we love. From MS Street straight to the sky above. Orange and blue, this gonna be our year. This is the vibe, it's Lawrence Tears. We're breaking down the trades, analyzing stats. Dunking on the haters, bringing the Knicks back. Clyde with the suit, he's keeping it slick. Lawrence Tears every morning, get you your Knicks fix. Go hard every day, another one in the books. Getting excited about our 3 new rules. From the draft to the playoffs, it's some time to shine. With Cola, Capardi, and Dottie, the future's divine. Freezy and the fam, we calling the plays. Dropping knowledge on the Knicks, we here to amaze. You know what it is, subscribe and hit that like. Lawrence Tears every morning, we taking flight. Lawrence Tears, it's a brand new year. Repping for the Knicks, no doubt, no fear. We got the squad, we making moves. Tuning every morning, yeah, we setting the groove. Lawrence Tears, it's the Knicks we love. From MS Street straight to the sky above. Orange and blue, you know it's our year. This is the vibe, it's Lawrence Tears. Yeah. High time in the house. Come on. AKA Knicks morning Coach Al Pika. Uncle Freezy. Peace.
Yeah, man, that was Coach. Coach did his thing. Coach did his thing on this joint. Shout out to Danny Landis is in the building. Ivory 10 is in the building. Salute to my brother Ivory 10. Ivory 10 is in the building. Salute Sherwin. Sherwin, my guy Sherwin is in the building. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Salute the coach. Coach did that. He did his thing. He had been working on that for a minute. So, yeah, man, salute the coach, man. Thank you for that. We're going to play that. We're going to try to play that every morning at 8. Or every morning 15 minutes in is basically my target time. So we're going to try to play that every morning about 15 minutes and start at 7:45. We'll try to play it at 8 o'clock. So, yeah. So, if you have to be somewhere at 8 o'clock, you are late. If you have somewhere to be at 8 o'clock, you're late. If you have somewhere to be at 9 o'clock, don't hit that snooze. Don't hit that snooze. If you have somewhere to be at 9, don't hit that snooze. Yeah, y'all. So I want to talk about last night's game a little bit. Tell you what I saw. Got a little thing going. He got a little thing go over there on the thing going, but whatever. Danny Landis says, if you snooze, you lose. Justice is in the building. Yeah. 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 So here's basically what I saw last night, right? So what I saw last night in last night's game is early on, I felt like I felt like the referees were hunting cat. That's what I felt like. I felt like if you go out there with a small team, you can get away with whatever you want. If you go out there with a big team, say for instance, if we'd have had Mitch, Cat, and OG on the floor last night, Mitchell Robinson, Cat, and OG would have been in foul trouble last night. Last night, I think it was a clear whoever big man plays physically is going to get fouls called on them. But you can do whatever the hell you want if you're a low guy. Yeah, that's basically what I saw last night. What I saw, and I called it early on in the game. I was like, okay, they're not letting bigs establish themselves in the post. They're gonna be blowing the whistle every 10 seconds. And guess what? They started blowing the whistle every 10 seconds. Right? It's just that officiating crew. I'm not saying the Knicks did a bad thing. I'm not saying the Pistons did a bad thing. What I'm saying is the little white guy official with the low haircut, he was ready to blow that whistle all night. He was listening to Too Short all the way there. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Right? There were some things last night that I saw, and I was like, you know what? Yeah. They were blowing the whistle so much on Cat. And so how I knew they were targeting the bigs last night, they wasn't just targeting Cat, which they were targeting Cat, but they wasn't just targeting Cat. Jericho Sims couldn't even do anything. They were looking to blow the whistle on Jericho. Like, Jericho, if you move a muscle, we blowing this whistle. Same thing for the Detroit bigs. Right? Same thing for the Rockets bigs. The Rockets didn't even run that many. I saw Alperen Sengun, and I don't think they even played another big man. Nick P is in the building. I think the referees took the game out of our hand. And plus, I also thought the Knicks came out. Oh, yeah, Steven Adams. Steven Adams was the other one. That's right. Walter. But hey, thank you for that. Steven Adams, too. Steven Adams wasn't even a factor last night like you think he would with his physicality. I think the referees that we got last night did not favor bigs. That's what I thought. That's what I saw. I saw the Houston Rockets be extra physical on the perimeter and inside. By the time the calls started evening out, the game was already over. That's what I thought. Coach is in the building. Salute. And Real King says he thought Dylan Brooks played well. I thought Dylan Brooks played well also. I always felt like Dylan Brooks is a fit for this Knicks team. I always felt like Dylan Brooks was a fit for us. I know some people don't like Dylan Brooks because he's the opposite. He's the opposite of the light-skinned guy thing. I saw some things last night, too, that I didn't like. When Tari Eason fouled Jalen Brunson walked up to him and slapped him on the backside, like, yeah, man, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, what do they call it? What do they call it when you're in a competition, but it's not personal? It's like sportsmanship. I saw Jalen Brunson display a large level of sportsmanship last night, and I don't like it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a sourpuss. I saw Jalen Brunson show sportsmanship last night, and I don't like it. Nothing against Jalen Brunson. I'm talking about that moment, everybody. I'm talking about the moment. I'm not talking about overall. I'm not saying ship Jalen Brunson off to Taiwan. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I saw sportsmanship last night, and it rubbed me the wrong way. And sportsmanship is a good thing, right? Sportsmanship is a good thing. But when I saw it last night, I didn't like it. Right? The Knicks were down by 9 and called the timeout. Let me see. This is Coach. So I saw a level of sportsmanship last night. I ain't gonna lie, man. It rubbed me the wrong way. When you out here losing and the guy foul you and you going up here patting him on the backside, like, ha, you got me, man. Y'all playing real good tonight. It rubbed me the wrong way, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. That kind of rubbed me. But what really got me, though, is down by 7. I saw Mikal Bridges chumming it up with the Houston Rockets. And, dog, you losing. And we out here like, nah, it's just a game, man. We just go out here and play hard, man. May the best man win. I'm like, hey, bro, I know it's just a game and may the best man win. I know that. I know that. But not during the game, bro. That stuff, it bothered me last night. It probably still bothered me a little bit this morning. Yeah, I'm a big boy. I'll get over it, right? I'm a big boy. I'll get over it. No big deal. But Bridges, bro, you losing on the road to the Houston Rockets, bro. Y'all can't save that for the club or something. Y'all can't save that for the club or something. I mean, come on, dog. What are we doing out here? Coach is in the building. What's good, Coach?
What's up? How's it going?
Man, I'm frustrated, bro, about last night's game. And it's not because we lost. I think the referees basically took that game out of the hands of the Knicks early and we didn't adjust, basically. Right?
Right.
And about 6 minutes into that game, the coaching staff should have known that an adjustment should have been made, and we didn't make an adjustment. So I'm not mad at the refs. I was mad initially at the refs, but then I was thinking, well, it's 42 more minutes left to play in this game. What's Tibbs gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. My problem with to piggyback on your Bridges thing. I mean, you losing to Houston, and up to that point, Bridges was
Awful.
playing straight poo.
Awful.
He had 4 turnovers in like a quarter and a half to start the game. And I mean, we can point to a lot of things, and not to oversimplify it, but we didn't shoot enough threes. We didn't even shoot our average that we've been shooting. Our percentage was fine. And the problem was we only shot 38% from 2-point range. That was the problem. And I know some of those were phantom no calls or whatever.
Yeah, we were getting hacked a lot, but whatever.
Pulsar, one of these days you'll hear that whole joint. That's actually a joint that I
Say that again?
he said the theme music I had was fire, but you cut it short.
That's bullshit, coach. I ain't cut your theme short. What you talking about?
I spit some bars on that. One of these days I'll get it on here.
Y'all see what I'm talking about, man? Y'all see how the Lawrence Tiz family do me, y'all? Anybody want to tell coach? Anybody want to tell coach? Yeah, we see what coach accused me of.
I didn't accuse you of that. I was just telling you.
You accused me of cutting the theme thing short.
Well, the fans spoke. I was just saying what he noticed. That's all.
Hey, chat. This is how they do me all the time, y'all.
What?
Yeah, this is how they do me all the time. So
why are you lumping me in?
You're telling me that I cut the theme short.
No.
What you saying? Just say
what's his name? What's the name? Pulsar said you cut it short. I was just repeating what he told me.
Blue say, yeah, they
So now I'm they. I'm part of they now.
Yeah, hey coach,
I just wasn't here at the beginning. I'm sure you played at the beginning.
Okay, I was about to say.
I just got off of work, man. I didn't watch it from the beginning, bro. Man.
Yeah, man.
I worked 12 hours and I had the most depressing night ever. The Bucks lost in overtime. The Knicks lost to Houston.
Right.
Then I had to work 12 hours. I hurried up, threw some water on my face, and I'm here with y'all.
Bam, rocking, no coffee.
Depressed
just straight
again.
Cold water on my face.
My big ass should be trying to get some sleep, but
yeah, man.
I'll go back to the beginning and listen.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Like,
yeah, man. So, but last night's game, bro. Last night, I think Tom Thibodeau didn't make an adjustment. I think Jalen Brunson still has an issue not knowing when to. It's 8:20, everybody. It's 8:20. If you have somewhere to be at 9 o'clock, you better get moving. Get that Pop-Tart out the toaster.
Traffic's going to be a little crazy today.
You got to be moving.
People going to be trying to be voting this morning. A little more traffic.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all get out there and do your American civic duty and vote. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care. It's not my business. And frankly, I don't care. Just do it. Do it.
Everyone that has a right to vote. A lot of people died for that right for y'all.
And if you can't vote, support the ones that do.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them to go out there and do it.
Do it for me. I can't do it. You got to do it.
Yeah, man.
Nah, but I did mine. I did absentee mail-in because I'm registered in another county that I'm living in right now in Florida. So, but as far as Tibbs goes, I don't think he made. I don't know if it was his doing and our guys just didn't switch properly to what he wanted, or he didn't. I didn't like some of the matchups we kept doing. Once Cat got in foul trouble, they should have put OG back on him sooner.
Because they don't have a wing scorer.
Right.
They have a backcourt scorer in Jalen Green.
Yeah.
Jalen Green scores. He's a flashy scorer, but he's not a consistent pour it on scorer. Like he'll dunk on you and hit fadeaway threes, and they all look amazing.
Right.
But at the end of the day, he's not a consistent 50% from the floor, high volume threat guy. He's just a flashy scorer.
Yeah. And then especially, for any of you that were in watch along with us, I mean, Dre, big ups to you. I can be Dre. He took the words right out of my mouth. You got one of the Thompson twins and Torrey Eason out there who shoot worse than Josh Hart. And here we're not covering them. I mean, we're not double teaming Sengun.
Right.
When he gets in the paint. What are we worried about? Thompson or Eason banging a three on us? They shoot worse than Josh does. Right. So, and he made a good point there. That's why I'm repeating it. But, just little things like that. And then, we didn't even have enough viable players to have what was called a rotation, even though they did Huck Porty dirty. Just signed a man, didn't even give him a minute. Yeah. Especially when Sims was hot garbage himself. I mean, that's just to me, it'd be one thing if Sims wasn't a threat offensively. I can live with that. But get out of the damn way. At least. Like he'll set a pick and then get in their way. And they don't even trust him enough to throw a lob to him in traffic.
No.
The only lobs he ever gets are like wide open ones whenever we've thrown him one in the
that
past.
You can throw to any NBA player that's not even athletic. And if that's the case, what's the point of him being athletic?
Yeah.
If he's going to do basic NBA stuff.
Right. Because like the other team isn't even going to sell out on his pick and roll when he does the pick. Because they know he ain't getting the damn ball after he rolls.
Well, what's the point of him setting a pick at 26 feet if he's no threat from 26 feet all the way to the rim?
Right. So he ain't driving. He ain't shooting.
Yeah, they legit set the screen. He'll set the screen, and then he's out of the play. He a rebounder.
Then he doesn't even do that right. I mean, yeah, he got 5 or 6, but that's because he was under the rim. He probably missed another 6 or 7 that should have been in his damn hands.
Right.
He should have had like 10, 11 rebounds last night. Easy. So, to me, I don't know if they're exhausting his minutes so he's at least somewhat going to be put in a trade or something. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Trying to showcase some remnants of any kind of ability. I don't know. But I don't know if the elephant in the room. Look, everyone the best NBA players in the league have bad nights. But Deuce he picked the wrong night to have a bad night. I mean, Deuce showed last night how important Campaign really is. We do not have a backup point guard without Campaign right now. Because
Tyler Kohler hit a 3 and Tibbs snatched him out the game.
I know that's what I don't understand. I mean, we don't know if we have another one. I'll put it that way because Tibbs already gave up on him. Now, yes, Kolik's a little bit of a liability on defense.
Hey, but before you go there, let me do this. Before we start talking too deeply into that thing, I just wanted to say something about the game, about the adjustment. Because right now we're drilling down, and I just want to get this topical, this point that's on the top out of the way real quick before we start drilling down real quick.
Yeah.
Last night what we saw was a team that knows you want to shoot the 3 and a team that knows you want to play 5 out. And so they switched everything, daring the Knicks to have one of those 5 out guys go off. Right? And so what happened is when they did it, OG Anunoby went off because they couldn't guard. Your 5, legit in basketball, your 5 cannot guard a 5 out. It don't matter. It's the reason why teams use the 5 out offense in the first place, because 5 men can't guard 5 out because the ball moves faster than the man, right? The ball moves faster than the man. It's like the screen pass in the NFL. It don't matter if you have 2 defenders on 2 receivers, right? Because if a receiver blocks one guy, preferably the best tackler, now you have a one-on-one situation with an athlete versus another guy, right? And if that one guy breaks a tackle, he's gone, right? Yep. That's the reason why teams run screen plays and such, right? In our 5 out offense, where you have 5 guys guarding 5 skilled offensive players, they switch everything. And on the switch, OG Anunoby was winning. Now, what destroyed that was our attempt to balance the floor with Jalen Brunson and Mikal Bridges, right? Instead of them staying in that area and allowing Cat and OG and Josh Hart to cook, because Josh Hart can legit find Cat and OG. That's one of Josh Hart's underrated things. He can find a guy if you let him. If you allow him to, he can find a guy, right? But we didn't do that. We saw Mikal Bridges throwing bad passes to Jalen Brunson. We saw Jalen Brunson dribble. And while he dribble, the defense reset, right? All the switching and stuff, they could switch back to their original assignment. While Jalen Brunson dribbling, hopping in the air, looking, right? And so one of the things that we did, what we should have done last night, right, is invert. Coach, the adjustment was inversion. Instead of Cat on the box and Jalen Brunson up top, we should have had Cat up top and OG and Mikal Bridges down low, posting up smaller players like Fred VanVleet. Right? That's what we should have did. Like Amin Thompson. OG Anunoby versus Amin Thompson down low. Did like these little minor, unselfish basketball type plays. Like if you're Jalen Brunson, are you more concerned with a number or more concerned with winning? In last night's game, OG Anunoby probably should have had 30 points.
Yeah.
Right? He should have had about 30 points. And it would have looked ugly at first. It would have looked putrid. But it would have been effective. Coach, remember during the game last night, I was saying we don't need all threes here. We could just, as long as we get point per possession. Yeah. Remember that? I kept stressing point per possession. It don't matter. It don't matter if you knock down a 3. You take 3 trips down the floor and you hit 1 3. What's the difference between taking 3 trips down the floor and hitting 1 free throw? It's still 3 points.
Yeah.
Right? It's still 3 points. Right?
Right on cue, Brunson shot a 3 right after you said that.
Right. As soon as I said that, I was like, yo, we don't need a 3 right here. Jalen Brunson shot a 3 and missed. Reed Shepherd came down, hit a 2, and then the lead is up to 5 again.
Yeah.
Right. And all we had to do was, instead of depending on one guy to be the savior of our offense in a 5-out offense, let everybody touch it and the points will come organically. Unselfish. And I know Jalen Brunson had a lot of assists last night, right? I mean, Coach, Jalen Brunson had what, like
He had 8.
8 assists? He had like 8 assists, right? And I know for the box score whores, they'll be like, yo, he had 8 assists. What are you talking about, Uncle Freezy? Nah. Those were selfish assists, right? Like, I'm gonna do everything, and then I'm gonna find the guy that I want to score and have him score. Those are Trae Young assists.
This offense is set up for him to have 10 or 12 easy.
Easy. Everybody should have at least 3 assists every night.
Yeah.
Everybody should have at least 3 assists. But last night, what they said was, if in football terms, what they said is basically Houston said, we're going to play press coverage and you're going to have to beat us deep. Everybody in press coverage, basically, is what they were saying. If you can envision the defense they were playing. If you ever played football, everybody across the board is in man press across the board. And then so instead of us depending on all the individual matchups beating the guy, we were trying to figure out how one guy can beat a set defense. And it doesn't matter how good that one guy is. It's the same thing that happened to Cleveland. Y'all remember the Cleveland game we lost when Josh Hart walked off the floor? So did our lead. Right? When Josh Hart left that game, we lost the lead because the unselfishness reared its ugly head. We got to pass it, but we got to get others involved. We got to. And what we didn't do is if Alperen Sengun is their starting 5, why are we not attacking the rim? Why are we in love with the 3? To use a football term, if they're in prevent defense, why are we not running the football? In a football term.
This is the regard that Houston has for Sengun's defense. You know who he defended? Josh Hart.
Yep.
Our number 5 option offensively. Sengun was defending. And they had to put Dylan Brooks on Cat. So that just shows what we should have been doing.
Right. Now, last night, clearly with our defense, I think everything else we did during the game was okay, considering. Like, even though we got out rebounded, you're going to get out rebounded when you run a small lineup out there, right? It's going to happen. I mean, how many rebounds you need Karl Anthony Towns to get? 12, 13, 14? He got 19 rebounds. What happened to all the other guys? What about Jumpman? Right? Jumpman played over Huck Porty. Right? It's one of them things, man, where last night, I think there was no adjustment made. I think when the coaches look back at the tape, I think the coaches are going to say that the coaches lost that game. Right? It wasn't the players. We should have been attacking the rim. Coach, do you know Alperen Sengun to be a rim protector, defensive stopper?
Nope.
When they were pressing us at the 3-point line and switching everything, we should have been attacking the rim. But we did not.
I mean, it's when it's a game like this, it's easy for point fingers at a lot of things, and Brunson, half the shots he missed are ones that he normally makes, like them little short floaters. It's not like he was being contested that heavily on some of his misses. He got good looks a few times. Yes, did he force a bunch? I guess he did. Right. Did he get the way they were calling some fouls in that game against us? Should they have called a few on Cat and Brunson? Hell yeah.
Yeah, they should. Yeah,
they missed a few. But I don't like blaming the refs and all that crap. But the thing is, the Rockets only had 18 free throws themselves, so they called it how they called it from both sides. So Brunson did his job at the free throw line at least. He was 9 of 9, I think, or something.
That man was 9 of 24, Coach. And some of those shots he took, those shots were terrible.
Oh, I know. Like almost Even the three he made was a bad shot.
The layup he threw off the glass and made was a bad shot.
Yeah, that too. Like our last year, some of those shots I understand he needed to make. But when you have weapons like we do on our team, there ain't no damn way Jalen Brunson should be coming up the court and not passing to one of them other guys.
Right.
Before he gets the ball back. Like, we should not have any possessions anymore unless his guy is playing way off when he drives by him quick and gets to the rim. Then I get it. Shoot it right away and don't pass.
Hey, Sherwin trolling us this morning. Sherwin says if Mitch had a hook shot, he would be in a man. Get the fuck, man, get out of here, bro. Y'all, they delusional. They delusional, bro. If Mitch had, Mitch is a flawed player, bro, and he's injured, and we talking about Mitch, man. Yeah, you got to relax. Mitchell Robinson has never been in all NBA anything. Mitchell Robinson has not won a championship. Mitchell Robinson has never made an all-star team.
When was the last time Mitch had 19 rebounds?
Yeah, Mitch is not the answer, bro. Mitch is not the answer, man. Y'all got to cut that out. It make me think y'all don't know that y'all don't know basketball. It made me it's legit. I watch basketball. I play, and I'm not saying that I know everything, but there are certain things that basketball players do that Mitchell Robinson struggles with. Part of that is instincts. When you catch the ball on the offensive side of the floor, when you don't look at the rim, you're not a player. Period. If you on your offensive end, when you catch the ball and you don't even look at the rim or your defender, you're not an NBA player. That's instincts. The name of the game is put the ball in the hole and stop them from putting the ball in the hole.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what it is. Mitch ain't that guy. And the sad thing about it is for those that saw the game, y'all saw the referees take Cat out the game. Y'all saw it. Y'all saw, and it's not just Mitch. It's when Jalen Brunson went to the rim, got fouled, fell on his face, right? And the referee was hesitant to blow the whistle. They saw Jalen Brunson off, like, oh, okay, I guess we got to blow it right here.
Like that fourth foul Cat had when he got ran over.
When Sengun ran through his chest.
Yeah, that was egregious. That was ridiculous.
When Sengun ran through that man's chest, we out here like, yeah, well, maybe Cat should have just slid to the side. Or maybe Cat should have just, you know what I'm saying, not grabbed. Man, get out of here, bro. Because on that same possession, what's the name, came down and OG blocked his shot clean with nobody contact and they call foul. You remember the one that he came at OG and OG backed away and just put his hand on the ball? And they were like, well, he touched his pinky finger. Man, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. The Knicks lost last night. We didn't make an adjustment. I think it's the coaching staff's fault. We should have attacked. We should have been putting the ball on the floor, attacking Alperen Sengun at the rim. Right? We didn't do that. We didn't do that, Coach. It should have been a march of dimes to the free throw line last night because our guys can beat their guys off the dribble. And we didn't. We just didn't do that. Instead, we decided to put Cat in the post against Dylan Brooks, knowing the double team was coming. It's the same defense that they run against Giannis. It's the same defense they run against Julius Randle. It's the same defense they run against Jokic. Put a smaller guy on him, let him establish himself, and bring the bigger guy to double team. Right? And what I'm thinking is some of our fans, either they don't watch the game or they don't understand what they're seeing. Just because a smaller guy initiates the defense against a bigger guy doesn't mean that on the floor a big man is not lurking to come double team.
Yeah.
Right? It's the reason why you put the little guy on the big guy in the first place. Because you could just put a guy there and then you can it's the inverted trap. Instead of putting a big guy on him and then bringing a little guy to trap, you put a little guy on him, a little strong guy like Josh Hart. Like did you see the play, Coach, where Josh Hart guarded Alperen Sengun?
Yeah.
And Sengun beat him before the double team got there. It was a great play by Sengun. Look, kudos to him.
Yeah.
Right? but it's one of them. It's one of them things where I guess it's neither here nor there at this point. This should be a learning exercise for us. That teams are gonna be coaches. Basically, what we learned last night is that there are other great coaches in the NBA. How about that?
Yeah. I mean, look, guys like us, and what the hell is our resume? We see stuff that could and should be done. Some of these guys that are lifer basketball guys and NBA guys, damn well, you damn right they should know. The coaches that people try to say are trash, man, they forgot more stuff than you can even dream of knowing about basketball. Y'all call some coaches trash. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, Doc Rivers ain't doing too good with Milwaukee Bucks, but that man knows more basketball on his pinky finger than
Yeah.
you know.
And
all of us.
Real King says, why Cat don't want the ball? Last night, what we saw is we were too busy trying to ISO against certain matchups instead of moving the basketball. That's what we saw. We gotta move this basketball, man. We gotta get the defense to move their feet. Right? The ball is faster than the man. The ball is faster than the man. Last night, the way Houston played us last night was not Cat's game anyway. Last night should have been OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges' game. Right? And if we keeping it a stack, if we just want to keep it a stack, Jalen Brunson got his ass roasted by Fred VanVleet at the beginning of that game. Fred VanVleet was hitting everything in sight. That has nothing to do with Cat, OG, Mikal Bridges, or Josh Hart. Fred VanVleet was hosting Jalen Brunson. And we've been at this. We've been talking for 47 minutes and 21 seconds, and nobody in the chat brought up the fact that Jalen Brunson was getting his ass roasted last night by Fred. Fred VanVleet hit a 31-foot three last night. Fred VanVleet hit a 31-foot three last night against us, late in the shot clock. And nobody's pointing out the fact that Jalen Brunson was getting torched last night. And nobody in the chat, and I'm not blaming y'all, but it just shows you how weak-minded narratives can dominate a conversation, even though you can watch the truth play out in front of your eyes.
And the coaching decision that drove me nuts was just what you were saying. OG was the one that was cooking the night. And for some reason, and plus he was our best defender last night. He's our best defender every night.
Right.
He had this long extended thing where he's trying to let McBride get back in the groove or something. He kept McBride out there for God knows how. When man's 0 for the game.
0 for forever.
And 0 for forever. And all right, look, I can live with you not be able to shoot, but if you're supposed to be a guard, you could do other things to help. The man only had 2 assists. One of them was like late in the game, too.
Yeah, one of them was a giveaway assist. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, you supposed to be a combo guard. I mean, he plays some point guard even when he's with Brunson sometimes. That's when Brunson plays off ball. I'm not piling on Deuce. He had a rough game. I get it. He killed us that game, man.
Yeah.
And he kept
shooting. Defensively, I can recall he had 2 great defensive plays, but last night I don't know if he was a factor defensively.
Yeah, I mean, he had the block
shot he had. Yeah, the block shot he had was definitely an elite defensive play.
Yeah. But like,
I don't know, did they call that a block or a steal? The dude was going up to shoot and he stripped it. I don't know if that counted as a block or a steal.
But like, he's what I've been saying all along. Yeah, do I love his little scoring punch off the bench? Yeah, that's nice to have. But that's all he offers us. Like, he can't defend guys that. Can he defend Amen Thompson? Hell no.
No. Amen Thompson's an elite athlete, though. I don't know if somebody can.
I mean, but like, there's going to be guards like that in the league that you just can't cover. I mean, you can cover up to a 6'4" guy, maybe, but not one that's like Ant Edwards, 6'4". You know, like
Nobody's gun Anthony Edwards.
no, exactly. But
Nobody's
like,
gun that. But I feel you. I feel you.
I'm trying to give him his 3-and-D props, but he can only D on certain people. Balls.
Yeah, and it's a part of it, right? We accept that, right?
Yeah.
We know who Deuce is. We can accept that. But the thing I'm getting at, Coach, the thing, and not to be the dead horse, but yo, everybody, so we got about 14 minutes before 9 o'clock. If you need to be somewhere at 9 o'clock, even if it means the microwave, you better be on your way. So, so Coach, one of the other things, just real quick, that I saw last night is that our bigs last night, outside of Cat, could not secure the basketball. It's volleyball out there, like around the rim. You notice when Cat and Huck Porty are not in the game. Like Airport has legit strong hands. Like if Airport goes up for a rebound or collect the ball, it's collected. A fly trap, right? Jumpman, I think, is a different type of big, and we need to figure it out. Jumpman is not the type of big that we expect. I think Jumpman is more of a smaller, mobile big that you have to play with another smaller, mobile big where they can play in tandem, right? Like I would love to see Jumpman and Precious together, right? But I just can't see. Last night, Jumpman just
like we have the perfect opportunity for the kind of center to gauge Huck Porty's grown manness. They had Steve every time Steven Adams came in. Okay, and Huck Porty should have came in against them. Why not? It's not like Huck Porty doesn't have to worry about Steven Adams like lighting them up like offensively or anything. It would have been a perfect opportunity to give Huck Porty some run last night. I just don't understand that part.
About what?
The part of not playing Huck Porty.
Yeah, I don't understand that part either. I didn't understand that part either.
And as far as that goes, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, both of them could defend Amen Thompson, and they did. It's not like he did anything last night. I'm just saying, like, Deuce is going to have problems with longer guards that are just physics takes over eventually.
Can I
You're
offer? Yeah, bro.
No, go ahead. I was just saying you're a 6'2", like shooting guard. There's no other way to paint the picture of what he is. He's not a playmaking point guard.
No, I don't think so either. I'll tell you what instead of like crying a river about it, and I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about anybody else. I'm talking about me instead of me crying a river. So it's about 10 minutes before the hour, everybody. Make sure you get on your way. Salute to all my salespeople, everybody riding out there on the open road, all my truck drivers, everybody in services, business. Be safe out there. It's election day. Make sure you go vote. Make sure you be safe. I hope you have a productive day. 10 minutes before the hour. Coach, just real quick. Instead of crying a river, I think my adjustment going forward, especially in that game, is I would have played Pacom Dadier and in Airport last night.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
I would have played them last night. I would have put some athleticism and strength on the floor last night, right? Even if I had to play them with Jumpman, and I would prefer to, right now, I prefer to play Airport over Jumpman, right? But you know I always like Jumpman, right? I like Jumpman, right? I like him, right? But when a team is overplaying the passing lanes up top and smothering screens, you got to hit them on the backside, bro. You need some athletes that can get to the rim. And with that said, if you have bigs in there that can grab offensive rebounds along with Karl Anthony Towns, how many offensive rebounds did Karl Anthony Towns have last night?
9.
Did he have about 5? Because if he had about 5, that means that man dominated the boards.
He had 9.
So
now,
he had 9. So he had
granted,
9.
2 or 3 were on that one play, but besides that, still.
But he stayed with it, right? Okay.
I would have.
Yeah, bro. I would have legit diversified the lineup and made the Houston coach make an adjustment because they locked into something that worked for them and they never got out of it. And we didn't make an adjustment to even force them to make an adjustment to our adjustment.
Right.
And we know basketball is a game of runs and adjustments. Houston never had to make an adjustment last night.
Yeah. And the thing is, that would have been the perfect team for them to play because besides Brooks and Van Vliet, and I guess Adams when he comes in, they're not like a team of veterans. Those are all young dudes. So Huck Porty and Dottie, you know what I'm saying? They could have got a run against them.
Right. Oh, yeah. I see your point. Yeah, good point. I see your point. I see where you went.
It ain't like we're trying to force them out there against Boston or the Cavs, teams that got some vets that all been playing together. I mean, this team is still, the Rockets are still young and figuring themselves out. It would have been a good opportunity for them to play.
The referees definitely helped them too.
Yeah.
Right. So one of the things I that Dottie thing, and I'm saying Dottie not because he's my favorite Knicks player, because he's not right now. He's my son, right? I love Dottie. I know that. I would, man, if we had Ryan Dunn and Pacom Dottie right now, bro, we would be undefeated in my eyes, right? But at the same time, just archetype, the athletic guy that can get to the rim and knock down an open 3-pointer would have been a perfect way to get Udoka to make some type of adjustment. They didn't, bro. They got in their comfort zone. They got in their bag. Once they knew they could score with us, it was over. Their defense made our offense look pedestrian.
Right. Like we have no wings on the bench besides Dottie.
And that's probably why I said Dottie name too, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, our 3 wings start.
Yeah.
And the other guy that's kind of a jumbo wing for us is hurt.
Precious.
Yeah. We missed him tonight. If we just would have had Precious, we would have been fine in that game.
Yeah. If we had Precious, I think we're undefeated. Even in that Boston game, I think if you just have Precious, I think you're undefeated right now. Worldwide L is in the building. Salute to my guy. Yeah, man. So you got 6 minutes before the hour. If you got somewhere to be, hurry up. Don't hit that snooze button.
But just to recap, man, scheme stuff aside, Brunson doing whatever the hell he was doing at the end aside, all that stuff, it comes down to what a lot of people were saying, and I said it right after the game. 3 bench points and shooting 38% as a team. That's not our MO. Okay.
Right.
And even the best teams in the league have games like this. They just do. It's a long season. That's why I put Game 6 RELAX in my headline. So I'm trying to tell myself. I remember last year, There were people chicken littling. This isn't even the same team, literally and figuratively, that we're going to have 4 or 5 months from now. Okay. It's probably going to be a move or two. And for the ones that stay, they're all going to have a lot different vibe with each other. There's going to be more chemistry. They're going to have to be better communication. I just hate losing like everybody. I want to win every damn game. Trust me. But we picked a wrong time to start having injuries. we got 3 rotation guys hurt. So I mean, Shamet was supposed to be in the rotation. Then you got Achua, and then Campaign. That's 3 guys.
I still believe we got too cute with it, Coach. I still think we got too cute with it, man. If you just draft Ryan Dunn, right? If you just draft Ryan Dunn and Pakam Dadier, you have none of these issues. I think you know how people tinker so much that they break it. That's what I think is. That's what I understand the cat thing, right? But to be honest, whether it's Ryan Dunn or Matt Ryan, whichever Ryan you want, Matt Ryan or Ryan Dunn, whichever Ryan's hope. I'll just say it like that for anybody that remember that, right? Whichever Ryan you hope for, right? It don't matter at this point. Last night,
Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan, right? Regardless of what Ryan you want. Last night, Fred VanVleet came out and torched Jalen Brunson from the get up. From there, they started. From there, it was all downhill, right? And I'm not saying that Jalen Brunson's a bad player. I'm not saying that was even Jalen Brunson's fault. Maybe Mikal Bridges should have been guarding Fred VanVleet, right? Maybe, but then do you give up a heater to Jalen Green? They had 2 good scorers last night, and the one we chose to stop, we kind of stopped him some. The other guy, Fred VanVleet, he just torched Jalen Brunson. What are you going to do? Put OG Anunoby on Jalen Green and Mikal Bridges on, regardless where you go with it, we were going to get torched because Jalen Brunson's defense is not that. And then when they hit Jalen Brunson, Coach, remember when so last night during the game, everybody on playback TV, I pointed out that Jalen Brunson was their weak side rim protection. Remember they put Jalen Brunson on the block, and I was like, "Yeah, Coach, look at Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson in tandem over on the weak side rim protection." And as soon as they saw that, man, it was like a marathon to the rim, draw cat out to the opposite wing. And then it's just a march of dimes to the rim on the opposite side. So basically what I'm saying is we have to find a way to hide Jalen Brunson's shortcomings on defense because we depend on him so much on offense. We depend on Jalen Brunson's offense. Last night, his offense wasn't there like we wanted, and his defense was terrible. So Coach, we got about 45 seconds. You got something you want to say to everybody? Let me get about 10 of those seconds. All
right. Yeah, I'll just say, like I said, all losses are tough to swallow. These are ones that really good teams are supposed to find a way to win. And we're not a really, really, really good team yet. I know we are going to be one, but I'm taking receipts. Just know that. I'm seeing who's talking. I'll get back with you in about 10, 15 games. Go ahead.
Thank you, everybody, for coming through, rocking with us. It's the Knicks Morning Drive. Appreciate y'all hanging out.
4,000 subscribers.
We out of here, everybody.
Like and subscribe.
Wow. Okay. There it is. All right, everybody. Peace.
Yeah. Good morning.